I have put up some commands and functions that you can try out in Python in a Python program. So basically, the print function is the same as what we talked about last time, and it's gonna show everything, whatever you put after the print on the right side. And the type function basically checks the type of whatever you put after it. You can run this program, or you can just do it on the right. It will be easier to try them out. Like we can check the type of string. As you can see, it's a string, and we can also use single quotation mark. It's still a string, as we said in the slides. We can check type of 3 is int. The class is basically saying what type it is. We're gonna see how class is being used in the future. And type 3.0 is float. And type, we can try 3 equals 3.0. It'll be type boolean. It doesn't care about what value it values to. It only tells you the type of this operation or this statement. And then we can also try out different operations. There are easy ones like we usually do, 3 minus 2 or 3 plus 2.5 equals 5.5. You can do integer operations with floating points, just as we normally do operations. And there are also interesting ones like integer division. You can think of it as integer division, or the more precise way to do it, to think of it, is actually looking for the quotient of the division. Because if you do 4 divided by 3.0, you will get 1.0, because you only get the quotient of it. Like if we do 4 divided by 3.5, you will still get 1.0. And there's also modular. 5 mod by 3, you got 2. 5 mod by 7, you get 5. And you can also try out negative numbers, like -1 divided by 3. It's going to be -1, because it's looking for the quotient that's smaller, the smaller version of the quotient. It would be more clear to you if you try the modular as well. It gives you 2. So the way you understand it is that you use -1 times 3 and plus the remainder 2, you will get back the -1 you had in the first place. So you have to try out all these different kinds of operations and see how they perform, because you would never, others would never be able to tell you everything about how a program would react. You would use your hands to try everything out, and then it would give you a better understanding of everything. For example, 4 to the power of 2.5 is 32. Some of you may understand that, and some of you may not understand the non-integer power of a certain number, but it's totally fine. You will learn it in the future. And there's also comparisons, like 1 smaller than 3 is true, as we said earlier. 3 greater than 5 is false. And you can also do logical operations. We're going to clear this first. You can also do logical operations like true and false is false. True and true is true. So the only time when an AND statement evaluates to true is when both sides are true. So if you have false and true, is also false. If you have false and false, it's false as well. But OR is a bit different. You only need one side of the OR to be true in order for the entire statement to evaluate to true. For example, you have true or false. It will be true. False or true evaluates to false. The only time it evaluates to false is when you have false or false. And you can also try out not. Not true you can take a guess, it would be false. And not false, obviously, would be true. And that's it for the day. You can go ahead and try out these different things in Python, in Paizo, or different Python program or different Python editor that you want to use. Thank you very much.